Ever feel like some people just ooze success?
Mm.
Like it's magnetic, you know? They just get what they want, almost like they've got some secret code.
Right.
Well, today we're cracking that code, looking into what really makes success happen.
It is fascinating. We think it's talent or luck, but it goes deeper.
Way deeper.
It's psychology. Real fundamental stuff.
Okay, so let's jump right in. This one's always intrigued me. Burning desire.
Okay.
Not just like wishing for things. I'm talking craving it.
Yeah.
That hunger that makes you move.
Like Steven Spielberg.
Oh, perfect example.
That drive of his to get into film, it wasn't a hobby.
Obsession.
Total obsession. Snuck onto the Universal lot, made a fake office.
Wore a suit every day, blended right in.
Had to be a director that badly.
But is that it? Just like being bold?
There's a drive there internally that becomes its own prophecy almost.
Meaning?
Want something that badly, it changes you, how you see things, your focus, everything.
You spot the chance where others just see a wall.
You start acting in ways that make it happen because you need it to.
Feedback loop.
Yeah, the desire creates the reality. And that leads us to faith.
Okay.
Not religious necessarily, but belief deep down that you'll reach the goal.
Belief in yourself, too, right?
Absolutely. Your own ability.
The Coca-Cola story, love that one. Who'd have thought syrup would be iconic?
Well, the first recipe, flop.
No way.
But when Candler bought it, he had faith. Total faith in the potential.
Saw it as like a household staple.
And he poured that belief into everything. The product, the marketing, all of it.
It worked.
Secret ingredient tactic, brilliant.
Built a whole mystique.
Belief in action. That plus smart marketing made Coca-Cola what it is.
Now, this next one's a bit
Mm-hmm.
out there. Imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, Napoleon Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Using sexual energy creatively.
I know, it's a little...
When I first read it, I was like, wait, what?
But the core idea is huge. It's harnessing that raw energy.
Channeling it, right, into something productive.
Transmutation, he called it.
So not literally that kind of energy.
Yeah, no. But that intensity, that drive, directed towards a goal.
Like the focus a salesperson has, the artist pouring their heart out.
That athlete pushing their limits. Any field.
In any gender, right?
Absolutely. Women throughout history driving huge achievements.
Same drive, different outlet.
Recognizing that force within and choosing how it works for you.
Now, for a pattern we noticed, success, the big wins, seem to come after 40.
Interesting. Right.
You think it's a young person's game, but
Reality check?
all those overnight successes,
Yeah.
they're not telling the whole story.
Years of work, the grind, the setbacks.
It's the culmination. Like Ford and his V8 engine.
Oh, good one.
Engineers told him, impossible.
But he didn't listen.
Find a way, he said. Years, persistence, unwavering belief.
And that's the separator, the achievers versus the dreamers.
It's the long game, putting in the time, weathering the storms.
Harder I work, the luckier I get.
Exactly. Luck is earned. Persistence over time.
You can't just wish it to happen. You make it happen. And this brings us to a dose of reality. The law of economics. You get what you give.
The get-rich-quick stuff is tempting, but deep down,
We know better.
lasting success, it takes effort, real value provided.
No free lunches. You bring something to the table. Skill, product, a new way of seeing things.
In a world of shortcuts, it's easy to forget that.
You create value, you receive value. That's the exchange.
So the question is,
What do you offer? Uniquely you. What value do you bring to the world?
and that's a great place to pause for now.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about these principles behind success, but this one I've always found a bit mysterious. The mastermind.
It's gained popularity, and for good reason.
It has, yeah.
They can really push you forward. Masterminds.
I get the basic idea, right? People with similar goals, supporting each other.
It's more than that. Deeper.
Okay, how so?
A true mastermind, it creates synergy. The whole group's wisdom, experience, it all amplifies what each person can do.
So it's like a personal board of advisors. But they're on the journey too.
Yeah, you bounce ideas, get new angles, feedback from people who get it.
Get your challenges, your dreams.
Exactly. And it's not just advice, it's accountability, keeping you going.
When everyone's striving, it pushes you harder.
You're the average of the 5 people you're around most, right?
So true. Ambitious, driven friends, that lifts you up.
Growth becomes contagious. So choosing your mastermind, crucial.
Not just anyone, right?
Smart, successful, sure. But shared values? Genuinely wanting to see you win. And you give back too. Best masterminds, it's two-way street. Everyone contributes.
Sounds like a game changer, finding the right one.
It can be.
But let's switch gears. Something that seems kind of woo-woo, but it works. Autosuggestion.
Sounds self-helpy, but it's all about the mind, how it works.
I always said it was like positive self-talk.
It's more deliberate. You're shaping your beliefs deep down.
Subconscious level.
Yeah, by feeding it the right messages. Repeatedly.
Reprogramming the software, basically.
Because the subconscious, so powerful. It drives everything. Perceptions, actions, the whole deal.
Fake it till you make it, but for your insides.
Not faking, really. It's about alignment, outer goals, inner world, matching up.
And the science backs this up, right? Neuroplasticity.
Exactly. The brain changes based on what we experience, what we tell it.
So not just wishful thinking.
Consistent effort, that's key. Understanding the tool.
Okay, now for a struggle we all have. Procrastination. Ugh.
Decisiveness, that's the antidote.
You mean just deciding to do it?
Procrastination's often fear disguised, fear of choosing wrong, so we stall.
Overthinking, second-guessing. The wheels spin, but we don't move.
Making the decision, any decision, it creates momentum, even if it's not perfect.
Like we've picked a path, finally, and we're on it.
The more you decide, the more you act, the more confident you get.
Build that decision-making muscle.
So ditch the endless planning, take the first step, small one even.
Now, for a touchy subject, money.
Ah, yes, money.
People have strong feelings about it.
Ordered topic, for sure, but ignoring it won't make it go away.
Root of all evil, some say.
But it can be a tool. Depends how you use it, your mindset towards it.
So how we think about money actually impacts our finances.
Big time. Money's like energy. It flows to where it's valued.
Scarcity mindset repels it then.
Like attracts, right, that personal law of economics kicks in.
We get what we give, meaning
World of exchange. We receive by giving something of value first.
not a free ride.
Yeah.
You contribute, you're compensated.
And the more value you create, the more likely that flow is to come back to you.
Abundance mindset. How can I give more? Not just, how do I get more?
Exactly. And that wraps up part 2 of our little exploration here.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, really dug deep into what makes success tick.
Yeah, some fascinating stuff.
But there's this one thing I've always been curious about. That sixth sense people talk about.
Intuition.
Yeah, intuition. Sounds almost mystical, but I bet there's a practical side to it.
Oh, absolutely. It's not magic. It's about developing that inner voice, learning to trust it.
Like that gut feeling, should I go for it or not? But is it just a hunch or something more?
Think of it as wisdom beyond logic. Our subconscious is always working, even when we're not aware.
Picking up on things we miss.
Connecting dots, seeing patterns, it's gathering data all the time.
And sending us signals.
Those nudges, those whispers, that's intuition trying to get through.
So the more we listen,
the stronger it gets. You start recognizing the signs, the patterns, the little things that guide you.
becoming more aware almost.
Exactly. Tuning into that deeper level.
But how do we even hear it with all the noise in our lives?
Quiet the mind. Meditation, mindfulness, even nature walks.
Great space for it to come through.
Trust yourself, that inner knowing, even when it doesn't make logical sense at first.
And the more we trust it.
The better it gets, like a muscle you exercise.
So success, it's not just external achievements, right?
Right.
It's also about that inner harmony, feeling good.
Big time. True success is holistic. Body, mind, relationships, purpose, the whole picture.
Speaking of feeling good, enthusiasm. It's contagious.
Totally. Like a magnet.
People who have it, you're just drawn to them. Their energy is
Infectious. It inspires others, keeps you going when things get rough.
that fire that makes you excited to tackle the day.
But what if it fizzles out? We've all been there.
How do you get it back?
Connect with what lights you up. What are you truly passionate about?
Your why, right? The driving force.
And once you've got that,
Turn it into action.
goals that match your passion, consistent steps, even small ones. Celebrate the wins.
Find the joy in the process. Surround yourself with supportive people.
And don't forget gratitude. It fuels enthusiasm.
Appreciate what you've accomplished. Look forward to what's next.
Which brings us to resilience. Crucial for when things get tough, which they will.
Bouncing back, learning from mistakes, keeping going.
Successful people, they seem to have a knack for it.
That inner strength.
It's a muscle, resilience. Each challenge makes you stronger.
So it's not why me. It's what can I learn from this?
Challenges become opportunities.
And having support helps.
Huge. People who believe in you encourage you, like those masterminds we talked about.
Having that network to lean on.
And don't forget self-care. Replenish your energy.
Can't pour from an empty cup.
Know your limits. Take care of yourself so you can keep showing up at your best.
And that leads us to integrity. Seems so basic, but it's powerful.
It is.
Aligning your actions with your values, being honest, treating people right.
People can sense it, Genuine, trustworthy, it's a compass, guiding your choices. Live with integrity, you attract the right things.
Build trust, make real connections, have a positive impact.
So that brings us to the end of our journey today.
Wow, what a ride.
From desire to resilience, we covered a lot.
And it all comes back to this. Success isn't the finish line, it's the journey.
It's understanding the how, the why,
Right.
and making it your own.
The biggest takeaway for me, we all have this power within us.
We do.
It's harnessing it, the right mindset, taking action.
Embracing challenges, nurturing ourselves, living a life that matters.
Trust your gut. Go create something amazing.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, keep shining.